like with that, bro. This ain't crazy talk. I know what happened, bro.
Well then,
I know.
So what, you want to tell it or not? Because either you're going to hold it in and let it destroy your life, or you just going to tell it now, or you don't even have to tell it. You want other people to tell it, but see, people are not going to sit there and say stuff for you, Bryshere, and then you get scared and be like, oh.
So what's bothering me is that being a celebrity sometimes comes with, like, everybody wants to be successful in a celebrity and stuff like that, but it comes with, you know, bullshit sometimes, and, you know, that's the only thing that I hate about it.
Seriously, just how many people have Will and Jada messed up? Because this whole Bryshere situation keeps getting darker. And now, even his former castmates, including Taraji, are speaking out and revealing some serious trauma he went through. What's even more disturbing is that he probably isn't the only one. Taraji knows better than most how tough it is to survive in Hollywood, but after learning what Jada and Will allegedly did to Bryshere, she realized one thing: that young man never had a real chance of making it out of the industry in one piece.
Besties, this, till today, is still one of the scariest transformations I've ever seen in my life. To go from this, fine, young, rich, millions of followers, you know what I'm saying? You could start any business you want, you could do whatever you want, you are known around the world, into this in a matter of years? Baby, this ain't just drugs.
So far, most of what has come out about Bryshere has been stories about how everything went terribly wrong after his own mother handed him over to Will and Jada for what was supposed to be this so-called mentorship. Recently, Bryshere went live with a friend and broke down emotionally. He seemed to confirm that something really did happen to him, and he wants to speak about it, but he's afraid of what they might do to him if he comes forward.
It was you. Listen, you are not the fault of the things that happened to you, okay? You did not lose any, listen, listen. You did not lose any, listen, Brian. Listen.
Go ahead.
You did not lose anything. You had a little trouble, and it happens. Just get back. Just get back. Learn from it. Do your music. Put your story into your music. Make it 20 times better. I always told you,
I got one try.
You don't have one. The thing is, if you believe in God, God is the God of second chances.
When Bryshere's friend was asked how or why this video ended up getting out, he said, "Music. Bryshere is scared to speak publicly about what happened to him because of the fear that was manipulated into him." He also said, "While we were talking, I felt like I had to share this because he's going to keep suffering in silence if he believes nobody around him truly cares about his well-being or mental health." It also lets people see that this is how he normally is. He's not some out-of-control madman unless something triggers him. More importantly, it's the only way to stop him from burying the secrets of the predators who tried to destroy him when they were no longer working with him. After that, the comments were flooded with people encouraging him not to stay afraid and to expose everyone who wronged him. People like Terrence Howard have also shown support because they witnessed firsthand how Bryshere was treated. And Taraji isn't about to sit back and watch him continue suffering while the people she believes did this to him are still making millions, living comfortably, and possibly repeating the same pattern with other young, impressionable men. Reports also claim that Taraji is pointing the finger at Jada and Will, along with the so-called mentorship program they allegedly used to boost their image while drawing young actors into their circle. At first, everything seemed exciting for Bryshere. He was building a name for himself as a rapper and was already getting attention at music festivals across Philly. He even opened for major artists like 2 Chainz and Fabulous. He had the talent, the looks, and all the potential, which is exactly why Charlie Mack believed he needed to get Bryshere out of Philly. Then, when he landed the role of Hakeem on Empire in 2015, it felt like he had finally hit the jackpot. Keep in mind, he was only 17 years old when he got that role. That same year, he also signed a record deal with Columbia Records. People were already calling him the next Will Smith, and Will wasted no time stepping in, announcing that he would take Bryshere under his wing and help take his career to the next level.
I'm watching him, he's with my man Charlie Mack. So Charlie was with me every step of the way. First out the limo. So Charlie has been with me, 30 years coming up in the business. So, he's surrounded by a whole lot of strength. He's surrounded by a whole lot of love. And all he has to do is add discipline, and he's going to be all right.
Taraji spoke about how some of the industry's gatekeepers are said to have an obsession with seeing young men get taken advantage of. She said she never witnessed it herself, but it had long been treated as an open secret that this was supposedly the price some men had to pay if they wanted to reach the next level. There have been claims that Diddy gave in to Clive Davis, along with rumors that Will Smith was allegedly taken advantage of by Quincy Jones and Benny Medina to secure his place on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. According to the story, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was originally supposed to go to Kid and Play, who were at the height of their popularity following the release of their album and the success of House Party. Benny Medina had noticed Will Smith after he found success as a rapper. So when Kid and Play reportedly passed on the role, Benny offered it to Will instead. He then took Will to Quincy Jones' house for a private audition. By the time Will walked out of Quincy Jones' house, he had landed the role, and the rest of the story is left for people to piece together.
At NBC, before Fresh Prince.
Right.
And we turned that down, and they end up getting that.
Right.
How'd that work out?
Yeah,
You know
it's kind of like it went backwards. I was going to talk about that.
In the cartoon series, that we told our people to tell Warren Littlefield, who's running NBC at the time, we was like, man, this is how smart we were, right? We was like, man, fuck your fucking TV show. You clip this cartoon, we don't want it. We don't want your sitcom. Fucking tear up the shit. We don't want to do a sitcom with you if you cut the cartoon. That's what we told them. And our management was like, you motherfuckers are crazy. What the you fucking Queens motherfuckers. And that's what we did. So they, you know what I'm saying? That deal went away. That's the deal and Jeff and them, Will and them slid right up in that. That was the shit. We'd have had that shit first. We'd have had both.
Oh yeah, Quincy Jones said,
how'd that work out? What happened to Will Smith? What happened to that guy?
He does movies every so often.
Comedian Bert Kreischer revealed that Will allegedly tried something similar with him after inviting him over to watch a movie together and discuss a possible role. It wasn't until he talked to his father afterward that he began to wonder if there may have been other intentions behind the invitation.
And he liked me. He was like, let's go see a movie. I was like, okay.
You guys went to a movie.
I called my dad and I was like, I got in the car, my dad goes, how'd it go? It went great. He was like, really? And I said, yeah, we're going to the movies. My dad's like, what? I go, we're going to the movies. And he was like, want a date? And I was like, I don't know. I was like, I don't know, I really didn't ask. Like I was just needing, and he was like, what do you mean? Like, what, you and him are going to the movies together? I was like, yeah, I guess. And I was like, it's at Planet Hollywood. And he was like, they have a movie theater there? I was like, Dad, I don't know. Maybe we'll go get lunch there and dinner and then we'll go to the movies? And he was like, oh, buddy. He's trying to fuck you. I go, what? And he goes, listen, this is very popular in Hollywood. These guys have had so much pussy, they get tired of it. And so they're trying to turn out young boys.
At first, Jada was reportedly brought in to help Bryshere feel more comfortable, and claims suggest the two eventually began an affair, similar to what has been alleged about her relationship with August Alsina. According to Taraji, even if Bryshere wanted to walk away, he was already trapped with no easy way out. Some reports claim that because he was so young, he developed a strong emotional attachment to them. He believed they would protect him and look after him because of everything that was happening behind closed doors. If he had tried to leave, the people involved allegedly had the power to damage his career and spread rumors about him, including claims that he tried to pursue Jaden as a way of destroying any future opportunities he had in the industry. Because of that, Bryshere allegedly felt he had no choice but to stay and let himself be used until they were finished with him. And if you're wondering what Bryshere was supposedly forced to go through, the Smith family's former assistant later came forward with some deeply disturbing allegations.
Our robbing Chicago for Empire, it's a damn mess. It's no other way to put it. This dude is going crazy, right? He's out there allegedly with male prostitutes. He's pissing in the trailer. He's acting psychotic, right?
The same thing he's doing now.
Beyond that. But this is why a show is going on. I pulled him to the side. I said, listen, I'm here to help you and so forth and so on. So he was like, all right, I feel that. He said, everybody on the set know you. Everybody seem like they love you. Okay. I want to love you because everybody else love you. I said, if that's what you want to do, then do it. But he kept acting up. And then one day I said, what the F is wrong with you? And he was like, you know. He said, you know Will raped me. You know Diddy made me suck his penis. You know what's going on. You know Charlie made me suck. And I said, I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea. So he crying, no blood is coming from his nose. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And I'm like, yo, listen, somebody stole 2 hard drives from Jada's house. So now we get into why she's even more mad. Jada will watch at the houses. She had her laptop. She would stick her hard drive in, right? Boom, and hook it up to the TV. And she could play whatever video she watching. So I'm seeing videos of her and Will and a bunch of some celebrities, everything. Because remember, the last interview I told you, if you don't sue me, I'm gonna let people know who you've been hitting with them dildos. And I said, if you don't sue, I'm gonna sue. So I told you, being Muslim, whatever I say I'm gonna do, that's what I'm gonna do, period. And I gotta have evidence. So she's sitting down here watching, playing with herself, high as a kite, right? Not caring who's in the house, whether kids watching, nothing. She's in her own world. So that's how I was able to see the tapes. I saw them, and I saw some things that were unreal, and I saw celebrities on the tape.
Ooh.
I'm under penalty of perjury. If anything in here is a lie, my ass going to jail, period. There's no if, there's no ends, there's no buts. You know what you and Diddy was doing together in y'all younger years. All that's coming out.
Who else did you see allegedly on the tapes?
Tyrese with Will and Jada. Then the one with Charlie Mack and Will. Jada's not on it, but you can hear her say, make him spit up, period. So when these tapes come out, people will know I'm telling the absolute truth.
Allegedly.
So it's time for everybody that got a credible story, I should say, to start the process.
Even Terrence Howard appeared to back up those claims.
You know, but when you lose your man card, that's the only thing I can think of. You lose your damn man card.
What is that? What do you mean by that?
You give up your ability, your right to being a man. A man don't take it, a man gives it. So when you give up that man card, you don't get that back.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
No, I'm saying what I'm saying. You don't get that back. You come into this world as a man one time. You give up that right for anything, for fear of being hurt, fear of somebody doing something, for wanting to gain something. When you give up that man card right, you lose some spiritual energy that has always been pushing through. But when you give up your manhood, I've never seen somebody recover from it. That was all the people that went to the puffy parties. That was all the people that did all those things thinking that there was never going to be a consequence for what they were doing. Got punked out and pimped out by some greater desire. You shouldn't have a greater desire than being a man.
And once they were allegedly done with him, he was completely blackballed so that no one would believe him. This reportedly broke Bryshere down mentally to the point where he started spiraling and using heavy substances. He was arrested multiple times, stopped making music, lost his gigs, and according to claims, he now has to do adult content with other men just to afford basic needs like food.
When I'm in Chicago, this guy's acting erratic. Crazy. He's getting stopped by the cops. There's male prostitutes involved. There's mental illness involved. There's drug use involved. And I'm really trying to see what happened to this guy. And one day he said, you know what happened. You know that Will R-worded me, or however y'all kind of say it on YouTube. You know that Diddy sexually assaulted me. And you know Charlie Mack made me suck his private part. Right? And I'm like, whoa. This was a full admittance.
And according to reports, Taraji P., Henson reportedly reached out to him privately to try and help, but some say he may be too far gone at this point. Still, she is said to be trying to get him back on his feet, and there are claims that she fully blames Jada and Will for his situation. That's also why people notice Taraji and Jada are never seen together at events or in the same room. Allegedly, Taraji cannot stand Jada after hearing what she believes really happened, and some think it's only a matter of time before she speaks out publicly. A lot of people online share similar opinions, with some saying Will's greatest role has been acting straight, while others strongly disagree and see him differently. This is also why some point to moments like Red Table Talk, suggesting tension behind the scenes between Will and Jada. Bryshere's own mother is also accused by some of having played a role in his situation, leaving him with nowhere to turn. Some online voices even compare Will Smith to other controversial figures, but these remain opinions and speculation from viewers. There is no telling how much harm, if any, people believe has been caused, and discussions online continue to be divided. But what do you think? Will Bryshere ever come forward to share his experience involving Will Smith and Jada? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye, baddies.